a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously and
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. Rams him with the stiff arm. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out! At the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Still on his feet at the 45. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado! What an explosive eruption. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Let's go! going to the ground. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself...
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Utes. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, so you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get...
Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff, it's Hall. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffs! Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for room. It's Hall. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. He's up to 94 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's really...
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of...
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. At the 40, there he goes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to...
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Phil Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the... Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll leave it with him. Got room at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big... The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own ends. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous...
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the ground, it's Hall. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage.
2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. He now has 56 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
And that play there is essentially...
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. The stiff arm gets him loose. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
We know this guy is in...
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring. Let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be...
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. At the 20, he's got space.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he can...
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that up.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The Buffaloes get enough to move the chains.
I love when players understand situations.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game is...
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Makes a man miss. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a...
First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep stop it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's dragged down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Big fullback's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll try to power it in. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and closed the deal with a Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
At the 35, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. A first down for the offense.
22.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The ball's free. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Here we go.
A first down run in the red zone. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really...
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll give it to the back. Discards a man. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hall. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Fights off a defender. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think you run that play so you stay out of front.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Gets it out quickly. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make...
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he doesn't find... Room a short gain on the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Now on 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Colorado! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He leaves it with his back, fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because it's so.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Breaks the tackle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready!
Handoff to the lone back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bucks! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display.